Okay, folks, this is the fish finder, the Castable fish finder that I had bought to really check out some ponds with. This is the Venterior. I'll show you how it looks on the lake and how the items, they automatically link up and everything once you turn them on, charge everything. And it really, the only three things I was looking for is depth, water temperature, and the fish finder itself, the sonar. So, and I tested it with my side by side with my Helix 5 and my Helix 7 to see if the depth was accurate, and it was correct because the thing floats on top of the water and it was showing a foot deeper than what my actual transducer was showing, which is down in the water a foot. So it seems like it's pretty accurate as far as depth, which was the main thing I'm looking for. And again, I casted it out on a fishing rod. So stay tuned. I'll show you what I did with it and take a look from there. Alright, folks. You guys are going to see the trial run with the new depth finder. So let's see if I can get it out without throwing everything I own overboard. So we're going to start right here with this. So it's right there, that close to water. I just want to see before I go pitching it what it's going to do. Right there by the boat. Because I know I'm in 8 foot of water judging off my graph. We're going to turn you on. We're going to pretend to turn you on. There we go. Which, folks, it's showing 9'2" and I'm at 8'2", and you got to remember my transducer on the front of the boat's going to be a foot in the water, so that's why it's showing a foot lower. So far it's dead nuts, but it's showing fish on here. 66 degree water temperature. I don't know if that's right. 67. It's climbing. Okay, because I'm at 77.9. I'm showing another fish at 8 feet. Alright, so you can turn the sensitivity up to 50%. Noise. Let's go. Backlight. Don't need a fish alarm. Volume high. Simulator no. What I'm looking for is color. There we go. We can go white. Let's do that one. Alright, let's turn that up to about 60% sensitivity. Alright, let's get out of here and let's see what we got now. It's showing a bunch of fish stacked up below us. Quite literally showing fish below us. And I'll be dead honest, the depth is pretty much spot on because my transducer's in a thing a foot deep. Now, some of this stuff it's reading is fish. I'm not sure. I mean, I see stuff on the graph, but it looks like the grass bed that's in here. So, I'm not positive that's fish. Let's go here. Maybe our sensitivity is too high. Let's turn it down to about 45. Escape out. Yeah, so our temperature on the water is coming up slowly on this thing, so it might take it a few minutes to read.
What was it originally when you put it in?
It's came up 11 degrees. Yeah, now I see our temperature, folks. It's almost 71. and I'm 77 currently, so it's close. It's showing fish though. It's showing. So the depth, I think, is honestly more honest. It's only because the other one's deceiving. So what this thing, all it does, it got everything I want to for pond fishing. It shows temperature, depth, and it'll show the contour. We're on flat ground, pretty much flat water, so I'm gonna go ahead and pitch this out here and get the depths that I want to know about right here, and we'll see. Stay tuned here. Let's see what we got. Throw this back around my neck. Throw my hat on the ground. All right, let's see what we got here. You have to adjust the rod to it on. Alright. So we're up in there floating. I'm showing 6 foot right there where it's floating. 7 foot. So that's 7 foot right there. 7 foot deep. So that explains a couple things to us. I don't think the fish sensory's exactly dead nuts, because it's showing fish. I might be wrong, but alright, so we know that that's 7 foot. Alright, so this is doing exactly what I wanted. I didn't throw that very good, people. Let me stand up and pitch that a little better. But yeah, so over in this area, I don't care, we've already fished this. I'm showing 7.5 feet. That explains this spot. That explains a lot about this spot. Alright. I know you are wondering, why is he doing what he's doing? Well, the wife and I have been wondering. Now that's going to show 4 foot because I'm over top of something. Alright, so I'm 6 foot deep right there. And then a big drop off. Oh, Jody, that's a drop off right there. And it shows fish, which tells me, because it's right there by a log, and I'm telling you right now, it's reading fish as a log. The air temperatures came up to 72 degrees. And we're 8 foot of water right there, right at that location, which is going to show 7 foot on our graph. Alright. One more time. Yep, there we go. What not to do. Alright, so that's what I'm showing right there. Okay, so far, that part's pretty cool. That's the main thing I wanted it for, really, not the fish finding part. Even though it's a fish finder. So, you never have to turn the sensor on. It automatically hooks up with this. So all you do is just power it off. It says, thank you for coming. And the brand's like Ventura or something like that. So folks, I'll get you the brand info when I get back to the house. So just so we all know, that device works. I've got to look at my settings a little bit to see if maybe why the I know for a fact there's a log there, so it's showing fish. So I think it's just showing breaks, or anything that's causing a issue in the water or whatever. So we're gonna move on down now that I've completely threw stuff in there 100,000 times and destroyed our fishing. Okay folks, here's the other thing. This is the handheld device. It's got a neck strap on it and everything. So it's going to give you options on whether you want it on. Sorry, I hope you're picking this up. Feet, Fahrenheit. You can change all those settings to whatever you want. Couple things. I go in here. It's just settings. You can change the color. If I go to, I can turn the fish symbols off, obviously. There's setup, chart speed, backlight, fish alarm. Basically everything a depth finder has. That's just some of the settings. Now, chart speed, put it, I'm gonna back it to right there, 40%. That's feet. Depth alarm off. Okay. Background light, I got it on white at the moment. Volume's on high. Now I'm going to turn the simulator on so you can see how that works. Okay. Simulator's on, English is language. So here's just a quick look on how this works. What it looks like. These little numbers, which I don't know if it's kind of hard for you to make out, but that's giving me the depth of the fish, where they're at. And over in this corner, the right corner, it gives you the handheld battery life left and the sensor. The bottom little icon right here where of my thumb, a little black dot. I know it's hard to see on this camera, but that's the actual castable sensor part. Up here's your depth. Right here's your degrees, contour, fish. Okay, so folks, sorry about the shake up. Also, you know, you get the backlight choice of white or black. I wanted to add this. The price of this thing, about $79. It's literally it's just a handheld. There's not much to it. And again, it's very, very easy to change all the settings. And like I said, it had good reviews. Most people aren't returning it. It's doing exactly what I want to do. Like I'm using it mainly for ponds. It's not like I'm using it on my boat or anything, but you could. And it's mainly, I think, for ice fishing. So I'm not sure, and you'll see in the part of my video here that it shows fish sometimes when I think it's actually logs, but that could be a sensitivity thing. I don't think I had it set correctly. So that's something I'm gonna have to play around with, because like I said, the first time you guys see it on camera is the first time that I've actually had it in the water. So maybe there's some things I got to learn here. So hopefully maybe I'll be able to do a product review after I've used it a little more and got a little better hang of it. But so far it seems to be worth the money for what I'm using it for. And once again, it's a Venterior.